Hello to the internet, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. Now, it's been a minute since we recorded last, and I have a theory.
So, just to recap, where we left off is, on the first case of this situation, there was a stolen urn, the urn from Korean Village, that once upon a time said, I am, but it has since been fixed, and there's been... anyway, Luke Abney stole it. Why? I guess he thought it was valuable or something?
Because supposedly he's the master mask.
Right. Anyway, Ron tried to take the blame because he's delusional, I guess. So it has since been repaired, and it also has Amy, of course, because the urn contains the essence and spirit of the Korean Village Grandmaster Amy. That being said, so we got Ron DeLight off the hook, but because he used to work for KB Security, we found out right at the very end of the last episode was that apparently there was a murder at 1 o'clock in the morning at the CEO's office. So
yeah,
something Bullard or whatever.
I mean, I can probably look it up.
Bly? I don't know.
Actually, no, his profile is not in here.
Oh, that's alright. Anyway, so we found out that maybe he didn't actually, thievery the thing, and as we proved, but he might have killed somebody.
So that's where my theory comes in. Because obviously, since we're defending him, I don't think they're going to pull final episode of Phoenix Wright 2 again, where we're defending the actual killer,
Oh, right.
So...
God, that was annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was a twist, to be certain. Kitty, no. You're next to the microphone.
Hi, Eagle.
That probably got picked up pretty loud. Oh well. Anyway, so my theory is that the Luke Atme is not actually the Phantom Thief, like I originally thought. Even though everything pointed to it, and he confessed, I think he's actually the killer.
Why?
So, I think the whole first court case was an elaborate...
Ruse?
Yes. So he pretended to, of course, also not be the Master Masks, to let us prove that he was, so he would have, an alibi and make Ron look guilty. I still don't think Ron's actually Master Mask, though.
I don't think Ron is involved with anything. I'm sorry, he seems way too wimpy to be able to do anything.
I think...
And I don't think that's a ruse.
I think that his wife is Master Mask.
That... I think I already stated something like that a little while ago, but I definitely agree.
Because the emblem inside of their house was legit. And the only people that know about that is the police.
Yeah.
So it had to be one of them. And if it's not Ron...
Right. Which, given her thrill-seeking adventures on type, it wouldn't exactly blow my mind if that... she has a bit of a thing for thievery. Well, for instance, look, she went and fucking stole Luke Atme's bag that had the urn in it.
Yeah, exactly. Babe, stop trying to get to the microphone. I don't know what Eagle's doing.
Lay there.
She's literally trying to go up to the microphone, and I don't know why. Anyway, so I think the reason why Ron is trying to insist he's Master Mask
is to take the fall for his wife.
Exactly.
That would make sense. I can see that.
Because of that blackmail. And I think...
Do you think she also killed?
No. I think it's still Luke Atme who killed the guy. And I think he wrote the blackmail because, remember, he said there should be a green envelope in their apartment, He's the one who told us about the green envelope.
That's true.
How would he know about that?
Unless he was involved somehow.
I think he wrote it and then used us to, use that as, evidence, Be like, hey, look at this blackmail thing. So if he was at the ECO...
Right, because Luke Atme never actually visited their residence, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Probably not. But it didn't seem like either Ron or Desiree even knew about the green envelope. So, but he was like, oh yeah, it's there. So maybe it was planted there to make it look like they received that blackmail and went to the CEO's office.
That would also explain why Ron was like, wait, what are you talking about regarding the envelope, instead of being like, admitting, which would seem more in character for him to just admit, yeah, I was being blackmailed, that's why I did it.
Right. So I think Luke planted that envelope, made it look like blackmail, but neither Ron or Desiree even knew about it. But then, because that blackmail is there, lead the police to think, oh, he was blackmailed, so that's why he went and killed the CEO. When actually, it was Luke who killed the CEO and planted the fake blackmail there to lead suspicion.
What is the motive for Luke Atme to kill the CEO of a security company?
That I don't know yet. Babe, why are you trying to get to the microphone? Why? I'm only picking you up. You're not dying.
She knows she's not dying. She's just making noise because you moved her. But she was very, very close to the microphone, so she could rub her face all over it and
good grief.
And what have you.
Yeah, and make a bunch of noise in my recording.
Yeah. I think she's fine now.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So, that's my theory. And I could be wrong, but I feel pretty confident about it.
I mean, there is a little evidence that kind of points sort of that direction. We don't have a lot, but of course, this is also, the next case. Or,
yeah.
It's about to start the next case. So
right.
We're just finishing up, the last little bit of talking to...
I think we're still in the middle of investigating. I think there's still a few places we haven't been yet.
Are we investigating? I don't remember.
Yeah, we are.
So we've actually started case 2 then?
No. Well, I mean, yes, this is... Well, case 1 was the flashback with Mia.
Okay, but we have, started case 3.
No, this is still case 2.
Okay.
This is just the second day of case 2. Because all that stuff with the thievery and whatnot, that was all day 1.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Right.
Finally, murder in my murder courtroom!
Right. Couldn't go one case without a murder.
Clearly, I mean, come on.
One of our commenters, what's his name? I don't want to mess up the name up, so I'm actually gonna look at it real quick. But there have been a few commenters who...
Yes, and we appreciate all the comments and support you guys have been leaving for us, honestly. It's really nice to see response from the community telling us that we're doing something that people enjoy.
Absolutely. Ethan Gonzalez. Hi, Ethan Gonzalez. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate it every single time you do. He's like, come on, guys. Go one case without someone dying.
Alright, then.
Oh, also, shout out to our other commenter, Frozen Kebab. Rip Mr. Phoenix Wright. He died, unfortunately, being stabbed multiple times by customer blades and nose. Very funny comments.
Honestly, I'm surprised that at no point Luke Atme's nose just fucking grew and bonked, Phoenix upside the head or something,
Right, yeah.
Anyway, speaking with Adrian.
I just heard about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasures.
Adrian, it's okay.
Don't blame yourself. You're just doing your job.
You could not have known.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick! If she wants to apologize, you should let her. But...
Oh, pardon me. I'm so sorry.
Okay, then.
I've been drinking soda.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again?
About 20 days ago. When it was that... and when was it... Wait. There's a Phoenix.
And when was it...
And when was it that Mask to Mask calling card arrived?
That was 10 days ago, right?
10 years ago?
10 days.
10... Okay, probably.
No, yeah, fucking 10 years. Imagine the foresight on that one. In
Right.
10 years, this ancient urn that nobody even bothers to care about is going to be broken. And then it's going to be repaired.
And then it's going to be featured in this specific library.
This specific library. And I'm going to steal it because it will be indefinitely invaluable to the people of Korea.
Right. Jeez. But yes, that was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all.
I guess so.
But why?
That's still unknown.
Also, I want to point out,
Yeah.
in the green envelope, if I remember correctly, it mentions something about a big red jewel, right? Did you notice the ring he was wearing the entire time?
I don't remember anything about a big red jewel. Are you sure that was in the... I remember one of the things he was stolen maybe might have been a big red jewel.
That may be it then. I thought it was mentioned briefly in the...
The blackmail, I'm pretty sure... Hold on, we can actually check it, I think.
Do we?
Check. Yes.
Yeah, the red diamond you received the other day instead.
Oh, you know what?
So my question is that it? The big-ass red jewel on his ring?
I mean, it's possible, I guess. Also, I'm sorry. I'm not used to you being right.
Neither am I, honestly. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure there was a thing where at the very beginning of this case, there was a little cutscene where we showed the police looking inside of a locker or something to check on, I think, that red jewel, and it was gone because they left the calling card there.
Was that what that was? Because I remember Detective Gumshoe was opening the safe.
Right.
But I don't even think Phoenix knows about that.
Probably not. I just interesting little tidbit. You know,
Yeah.
kind of putting some other pieces together.
Yeah. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Criminal mastermind.
Right. Yeah, he totally... A criminal mastermind is absolutely able to be two places at once. Don't you know that?
Right? I mean, you just become so intelligent you can transcend time and space.
Right,
and do
right.
literally whatever the hell you want.
So, someone could be sitting on the couch watching TV, have
a perfectly fine alibi.
Yeah, and people can actually even be in the room, you know, corroborate his story, but even though he's in that room, he could still be stealing something.
I mean, clearly, because there's just no other possible explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Just you become so smart. I wonder if it's also possible, like, to achieve something like that because you were a virgin. Because you know that there's been some like rumors about like virginity wizards and bullshit out there, who have like lasers that shoot out of their eyes and they fucking can like conjure phoenix firestorms and bullshit.
I'm sorry, what?
Purely a joke.
I remember that fucking, what was it? Was it, Your Grammar Sucks from Jack's films? It was like, I bet you're so virgin you could shoot lasers out of your eyebrows or something.
I wish, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I ran across this thing on Facebook that was talking, it went a little bit more in depth, if you will, on like the possible powers you could acquire by being a virgin.
Dude, I wish. Do you know how powerful I would be right now? Well, I guess not anymore, but...
Yeah. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Mr. No Lasers in Your Eyes.
Hey man, listen, I didn't have lasers in my eyes before anyway.
But that's because you're gonna wait for them to develop, clearly.
Not to get TMI, but it's been over a year now.
Really?
Yeah, because it was in January. The only reason I remember is because it was on their birthday. So, and that's still the one and only time I've ever done it. And I gotta say, I miss being able to say I'm a virgin, because I just kind of like making the jokes, you know?
I guess.
I don't know, is that weird?
I mean, no, that's a little, but I mean, I also get it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Eh.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atney?
Sorry. No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates.
His nose is very clearly sticking outside of that box.
It definitely was. Honestly, if I was a security guard, would you even notice that though? Thinking about it,
if he was paying really hard, close attention, probably. But considering he's just a security guard, he's just there just to protect.
Right.
Like
he probably just thought it was like a stick poking out with a box or something.
Maybe, or if he even noticed it at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught he was caught up in the crime scene photo dressed as mask to mask pretty well. But you still notice, because we keep going on about his nose, the mask. Definitely can't fit nose in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty confident about my Desiree theory. I didn't mean to do
Can we
that.
that picture? The one of the mask, you know...
Not that one. This one?
Yeah. Interesting, because the It looks like the mask also has like some sort of hood or something behind it.
Also, is that the face, or is that also part of the mask? I need to color. Okay, so that's part of the mask.
Which bit?
The mouth part. I thought maybe that was like...
No, because look, the smile is different. That's the actual face, I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Because it's still white.
I mean, yeah, but look at how the smile is and everything. It's a little bit more open, you know, than the other one where it's just a smirk. See?
Yeah, I do see. Did they paint their face or something?
Possibly?
It's weird. Eh. Oh well.
Strange.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you got your secret urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn came back seems different. Really?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews?
No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Okay, she probably repaired it.
Right, because she's trained to deal with ancient artifacts and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. Cyclops? I don't know why she feels the need to lie about it, though.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person holds the secret to the mystery of the secret urn. Is our very own Miss Andrews. Well, do we have the evidence right now? I think we still need to visit other
Why is
places.
she freaking out the fact that she repaired the base? Like,
maybe because she's tampering with ancient, you know, whatever, like...
I'm pretty sure we have... Well, why don't we see what the Cyclops are before we...
well, I still have other places I need to visit, so I might as well.
Alright. Back at admin's chambers?
Yep. Whoa, this place is literally crawling with cops.
What did you expect? Nothing to know he was actually masked and masked. This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge of the mask-to-mask investigation all the way up to yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal."
Points for the quality of the impression. But, wow! Okay, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has the bloodlust, Maya. Also, I think I might have forgotten to examine the underground basement. So we're gonna have to go back and do that. We're gonna do that when we go investigate her Cyclops anyway. Is there literally nothing to examine?
Wow.
What? What? Hey, you guys!
Eek!
We're investigating this place, so keep your hands to yourselves.
Boy, these policemen sure are a bunch of sourpusses.
Well, Mr. X Detective did make a complete and utter fool out of them. What's all this now? Move it along, the show's over.
Aw, it doesn't look like they're gonna let us investigate.
I guess we might as well call a day for this place and go look somewhere else. Okay.
I find it kind of funny that, like, with the magnifying glasses, it's supposed to be like you, like, getting hands-on with stuff, so I imagine it's just Phoenix and Maya just all over the room.
Yeah. Okay, we've already been here in the last episode. CEO's office.
Okay.
He was fucking inside the safe?
Maybe he was looking at something inside the safe when...
I'm thinking his body was probably stuffed in it, and that's why he, like, flopped out when someone opened it or something.
I don't know, it looks like a pretty deep safe. I don't think his body would just flop out if he was stuffed in it.
But that's what it looks like, because of the tape lines.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's why I think it was actually he was looking at something inside the
But
safe.
look, his head is over there, and the tape
his
is going...
head's down here. That's
yeah,
his arm.
yeah, exactly. And the tape is going inside the safe. So it makes me think that he was, like, his body was, like, curled up in a ball inside the safe. Someone opened it, and, like, his body, like, fell out like that.
I guess. It looks like the safe would be big enough to definitely hold his body fine. But, whatever. So here we are at,
So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
the walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What does that got to do with anything?
Alright, it's you guys.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real trademark for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you, pal. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, "Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal." Ho 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 ho.
Oh, come on, Maya. We're friends. Gumshoe's been our pal since, like,
Grr!
Okay. I mean, sure, he was kind of hard on us in the first game, but we became friends at the end of the first game when we defended Miles, and then all through the second game we were chill with him. So.
Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well. Anyway, the point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Well, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Why are you so mean all of a sudden?
The entire time he's been a nice guy to us. Why are you like a little stern or, you know, like he's got to do his job, but he's been a nice guy to us the entire fucking time. Why?
Right, I mean, sure, he can be a bit naive sometimes, but...
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that he could just run anywhere in the city in 3 minutes flat, I still am not gonna get over that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a Flash levels of fucking speed.
Right. Jeez.
So why is it like he can't be in 2 places at once if he can run anywhere in the city in 3 minutes flat?
Gumshoe's the fucking thief.
Oh no!
Now this little love fest is over, we might be investigating.
What? What? Even Gumshoe's like, the fuck are you guys on about?
Yeah, I'm gonna examine things first. It's supposed to be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey you! Whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know?
Okay.
I don't know why, but I imagine her doing like the cat thing, like fucking, like sticking to the ceiling for a second.
Oh, good grief. I don't really see Maya as a cat though. If she were an animal, I think she'd be more like a ferret.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Phoenix, obviously.
Obviously a hedgehog.
Like,
yeah.
Porcupine.
Porcupine? That could also work, yeah.
I've said porcupine.
Alright.
So, Gumshoe.
Groundhog?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Maybe like a beaver or something.
Yeah, yeah. These look like some kind of a bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid.
So they're movable bookshelves.
Yes.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading, if you've got some insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Why would UFOs be in a fucking security...
Because secretly they all work for Area 51! She
Oh,
goes
no.
on this like big-ass conspiracy theory.
I don't know if we should be talking about politics. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I saw this comic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like aliens coming down to a middle of a riot, you know? And it was like, humans, we will solve this conflict for you. We heard your cries from space. We will try to resolve this peacefully. And then, like, this black woman comes and whispers in the alien's ear, and the alien goes, oh, fuck the police! It was great. Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Hey, cut it out! Don't press that! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
No, Gumshoe's the one that's clinging to the ceiling now.
I imagine him just standing, like he jumped back so much, he's like flat against the wall, just hanging there for dear life.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man. So he's just, hey, don't do that!
Right.
Slowly slides down.
Spider Gumshoe? Spider Gumshoe. I don't know. What's that button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? What? Hey.
Maya, you're the one that fucking pressed it. What are you...
This is what she does. She does a thing and then she shifts the blame over to you whenever it goes wrong.
Jeez.
Yeah. This alarm is connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? And it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know.
I think we better go and talk to the guard about this emergency buzzer. Why is it important?
Watch it be Luke at me in a really, like, like, bad disguise.
I'm just trying to figure out why it's important to point out that the CEO was not wearing gloves.
Because there were no fingerprints on the thing. So, because, like, in the previous case, we couldn't find the Detective Abby's fingerprints because he was always wearing gloves.
Right.
So, for instance, if the buzzer was not hit, then...
That leads me to believe if there are no fingerprints on the buzzer, like, at all, then someone must have wiped them off, because he would have had to press the buzzer at some point, right?
Maybe. Or maybe there was never an incident like that. Maybe that's why he didn't press it, was because maybe he was comfortable with whoever was in there talking to him at 1 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, maybe.
And if that being the case, well then maybe he and...
But I mean, like, even if he didn't press it that night, presumably he would have pressed it at like one point in time, right? Maybe?
Assuming there was ever an incident, but I get the feeling there probably wasn't. Or this is how they're probably going to spin it.
Yeah,
so,
maybe.
That being the case, he never had a reason to.
I guess that's true. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Look at heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file is exactly backbreaking work. It's a little hard in the eyes. Ah!
What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick, look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Ammonon, $100,000.
Wait, is the KB security chief the fucking...
Is he mask to mask?
And if so, well, I guess I would explain why he's dead, but then...
Was the blackmail for him? Then why was it in runs?
Because if the killer didn't know, and, you know, you have Ron over here posing in this little fantasy about being the great thief and everything, but, you know, it's actually the KB guy because he was, you know, that's his secret identity and everything, well, then it might be that because they figured, oh, well, he's being this super obvious about it because it's all over this goddamn apartment, I'm going to leave this here because I'm trying to blackmail him. So the question is, who wrote the thing? And it still kind of leads it back to Luke Adby, like you were mentioning earlier, because he knew about it.
Yeah, that is true. This does lead me to think maybe the CEO is mask to mask, but I also don't want to give up on my Desiree theory either.
Granted, I'm just saying another possible theory.
Another possible theory, yeah.
Which does have a little bit of evidence kind of point in that direction as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do substantiate that the idea that Desiree is actually mask to mask makes more sense given everything we've learned so far.
Yeah. Looks like a list of all of the treasures that Mask to Mask stole.
So then, $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. What did I do? Just take that big fucking binder, that huge binder with God knows how many pages are in it, take it to a copy machine, and copy every single page?
No, just the list. Also,
No.
why secretly make a copy? Like, Gumshoe's right there. He knows that clearly you're not the thief or the murderer or anything. You're the defense attorney. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
What's he gonna do? Freak out because you wrote down some words? I'm gonna up your statement, pal.
Well, you know how people treat Phoenix in this series for some reason. How people treat lawyers, I guess. Only defense lawyers, though. For some reason, they love prosecution lawyers.
Well, yeah, because it gives them drama. How could it be? No, you're actually the bad guy.
Right. This world, this universe, or whatever, the Japan America is apparently fueled on drama.
I mean, the regular world is also fueled on drama, but here it's more anime-ified.
Right.
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against the dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
Either this guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
maybe if he lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Or maybe he just really liked the idea of the big-ass fucking mountains with the sun coming over in an overcast day.
Huh?
I mean, honestly, that sounds really fucking beautiful.
Sounds alright.
Anywho.
I'm more of a lake kind of guy, I think.
A lake?
Yeah, like the sun reflecting off of the lake or something, you know.
I personally, I like overcast days where, like, you can see the, like, sunshine, like, poking through the clouds and everything, but it's also just overcast enough that it, like, covers everything and, like, just a couple shades darker, you know?
Yeah.
Warm rain is one of the best feelings in the world, by the way.
I
like,
absolutely
it's just a
agree
very,
with
very,
that.
very super light breeze enough that you can notice it's there and it'll keep you cool, but then a warm rain. Oh!
I completely agree.
That is my favorite aesthetic.
Walking in warm rain, amazing.
And I mean, warm in such a manner that, like, when it falls on you, it feels like just a natural, like, shower. Almost, you know? It's
Like, yeah, I 100% agree.
But it's also, like, just light enough that, like, it's like a few drops here and there, so it's still soothing. It's not like, you know, just a downpour of warm rain. Which, on the one hand, probably wouldn't be that, like, bad, but on the other hand, like, it just...
Yeah, it's better if it's a light rain.
Right.
Yeah. I think my favorite kind of day would be a warm day, because I thrive in heat. A warm summer day where there maybe are like one or two small clouds in the sky, but mostly blue, you know?
I see, like, a lot of sun.
I do, yes. I don't know. I like feeling the tinge of heat on my skin.
I mean, that's fine and dandy. I understand that. I understand it being, like, a warm day out, but when it's, like, you know, 90 degrees or something and sweltering hot, you know, that's at the point I'm like, you know, I kind of miss being inside with the air conditioning. Like, if it's, like, a mild, like, 70 degrees or so, maybe even as high as 80, depending upon, you know, if I'm, like, around, like, a body of water or something to keep cool, you know, yeah, sure. Awesome summer day, but when it starts getting above 85, that's when I'm starting like, okay, I'm gonna go inside.
I mean, fair enough. Also, we went on tangents long enough to pass the episode marker.
Oh, oops.
So, on the next episode...
We'll figure out what's going on with this safe, I guess.
See you guys next time.
Bye.